Hello everyone, this is Sulafa Mahmoud. I'm going to host today's meeting on behalf of RIG team and welcome you to all the new members. We are happy having you on the board. If you need any help, please do not hesitate and reach out. We're gonna present 4 topics for today. The first one, Zoom Basics by Dr. Abdelrahman.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sulafa. So, welcome everyone again. So, I just want to share with you this fellowship is basically we want to improve some aspects, including the application, like when you apply for a RAS, if you are medical graduate, or if you are a dental graduate, your application for other programs that you wish to continue on. So we will focus on some of the skills besides the application itself. And to start with is how you conduct the Zoom meeting. So to start with, I want you to focus on your profile in your Zoom meeting. So one of the things that we notice here, most of you, they have their names shown in the screen. And some of you, they don't have names. It's just either the phone number or Zoom or first name. So for us to communicate, it's better to have your full name in your profile, and if possible, your photo. So if you can update a photo on your profile, it will show us that who is, like, let's say you want to ask a question, so we will figure out which fellow is going to ask the question or contribute. Sometimes we have more than one name, similar names like Muhammad. We have Ahmed, Muhammad Abdullah. So we don't know which one is talking. The other option, if you have the camera on, you can show us your face so that we can talk to you face to face as we say. So this is just the basic, so that we can communicate better. So communication is very important skill you need to work on and to improve. The other thing is the confidence. So we want to build the confidence. The third thing is the teamwork. So your team will be working with you, so they need to know who's person on the other side. So just to build the teamwork and connection between people. I know some of you might have kids, and I have kids as well, and it's difficult to control them to be out of the picture or out of the camera, and that's fine. So we are here not to interview you. We are here to share this information, to share experiences, and to work on projects that might help you when you apply to these programs, residency, fellowship, or other. So to start with, I will just demonstrate that when you are doing the Zoom, and you go to so I'm going to share the screen just to demonstrate. So here's the, when you log into your Zoom, you will have your, on the right upper corner, your profile or your information. So it will have your name, so if you click on this, you will have more information. The other option is to go to your profile on the left upper corner. And when you click on it, it will have your information. You can edit your name so that it will be having your first name, last name, or your full name, or whatever you want us to call you with. And on the left side of that, it will be your image. So if you want to click on that, you can upload an image, or you can delete. For example, I'm going to delete and then upload some image from my desktop here. So now I change my profile picture. If I'm happy with that, I'm going to just save it. And when I log out or when I go to the meeting, hopefully it will show the picture that I want to share with other fellows. The other option is to activate the camera and turn it on, turn it off. You can mute yourself or unmute, and you can use the key if you're using your computer, the space bar. If you hit it while you are on mute, you can talk, so you can press on it and then talk. This is the faster or shortcut instead of turning the mute and unmute using the mouse. So these are just some of the basics. The other option when you are presenting, let's say today we're going to present about some other topic. If you want to use the annotate, you can draw on the whiteboard. You can use the text. You can use the mouse. Other tools here you can use just to highlight certain things. These are some of the basics, and you don't want to spend a lot of time. There are some videos that will go in details about how you customize things here, how to start a meeting or webinar. Depends on your account. Here at MSU, I have the option of starting a webinar, for example. So these are just short introduction about the basics of this using Zoom during our Zoom meeting and for the fellowship. And also, hopefully, when you have an interview, you will have this set up for you. So if I turn off my camera, I'll show the image. It's the old image, but when I log out and log in, it will be updated. So when let's say in the future you have an interview and you want to be on the waiting list or waiting room, so you don't want to be on the video camera, so you can just turn off the video camera and it will show the image. Or if you want to step out for a minute during this meetings, for example, so you can turn off your camera, something like that. Does it make sense? If it does, let's continue. If it doesn't, shoot me an email. Yeah. So this about the basics of the Zoom. Then I want to just touch base on the communication or the fellowship program itself for the newcomers. So what we do is we divide you into teams. So each team will have a team leader, and you can have a WhatsApp group to communicate with each other. So the idea is to divide the task between the two and the team members, so that each one they will have an opportunity to participate, either to present or discuss or raise some ideas and research projects during the meeting, or at other times when you are talking to the team leader or other team members. I know some of you might have some obligations, you might have family things or work-related things that might prevent you from attending the meeting or from presenting or taking some of the tasks. So you can communicate with your team leader and excuse yourself. That might be a way to make sure what we want to do here in the meeting, for example, presentation, everyone is ready. We don't want to get like behind if someone has some concerns or obligations that they know. If it's an urgent issue, we understand, so we will have a backup. Someone else will take the task. If not, then we can postpone the whole topic. This is what I want to share with you. The other part I want to share with you is I don't want you to get confused. The team approach is for the Zoom meeting, for the discussion between assignment, task, and so forth. So you will have the team and the team leader. If you have an idea for a new project, a new research idea, you can start a new project. For each project, we can have more than one member. So we will have our project team as well. So it's a different option. So we have the team for the presentation and the fellowship, but we will have another team, we call it the project team. So it will have the project leader and then project members. So for these members, they can talk, they can create their own document, work on, let's say, abstract, and then they will decide who will be the first author, who will submit, and then who will present it in accepted. For example, the poster, or if we want to submit a master, for example. So this is how we communicate, or how we organize it around. If you have any questions, please reach out to me or your team leader, or if you have a project, your project leader. If that makes sense. Thank you so much, and have a I have it back to you, Sulafa.
Yes, Dr. Nadir, thank you so much. Our next topic is going to be developing a research question. Dr. Ali Saad and Dr. Abu Zer are going to be the presenters. If you are ready, you can proceed. Okay, seems like they are not here. We're gonna proceed to the next topic, Dr. Leina, benefits of team approach. Dr. Leina Elomeiri.
Hi, everyone. Hope you are doing great. Just
Hello.
a second. I'll share my screen.
Okay, sure.
Sharing the document. It's telling me only. Okay, just a minute. It's telling me unsupported document type. I don't know why. I prepared it as a PowerPoint.
You want to send it to me? I can share it or Sulafa.
Yes, I will send it to you, Dr. Knight. Just a second. A while.
In the meantime, while she is preparing for the talk, I want you also to use the reaction. When you have a question, you can raise your hand. It's done by the reaction. And then you can lower your hand after your question is answered. So when you raise your hand, it will be listed on top left corner of the screen. And when you are done, you just lower your hand and it will go away. So the next person who has his or her hand will be on the screen as well. So, Leina, did you send the file?
Yes, I did, Dr. Nader.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry, my voice was not clear. Yeah. Did you send it to Nader at msu.edu or Nader from?
I sent it over WhatsApp, Dr. Nader. Do you need me to send
WhatsApp.
it?
Oh, sorry. No, WhatsApp. I don't. I'm using the desktop. So.
So just a second. I will forward it in an email.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Go ahead, Dr. Salma Osman.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Nader, I'm not sure whether I've heard this correct or not. Did you say like if anyone like have a ready topic can go ahead and start his research project or?
So let's say you have an idea about a research question. So what you want to do, if you have an experience with the whole steps of the research, let us know and then go ahead. But what we want you, as long as you are here in the fellowship, we want you to work with a team. Some of you might have some other outside of the fellowship, some other teams. That's fine if you want to work with other universities or other teams. But while you are here, you have the idea, you can share it with us. You can send me an email or text or call me. Then we will discuss what the best option to carry on this project. Then you will open the floor for members to join you. We want at least, at the maximum 10 or less in the team for the project. So you will ask people to join you as long as they are within this number. So then you will decide this is a project. Then these are the tasks for this project. We want to do this, this, this. So you divide the task between the team members of that project. So it's instead of you doing the whole work, you want to divide that between other members of the team. The benefit of that, I think Dr. Leina might mention that as well. We have more efficiency. We have more options to tackle the problem. And we have the time difference. Let's say you are in the US and someone else in the team in Saudi Arabia. So you will be working on some part of the project, send it over. At the time they are awake there, you will be sleeping there. They will work on the same project, continue on. So it's going to be faster and you can do many things together. Let's say you finished the whole thing. So you wrote an abstract, for example. Then we will talk about which way you want to go next. So you want to submit the abstract to a conference. Then we will handle what the requirement for that conference and then decide which one is the author that will be responsible for sending and communicating with the conference. Then if it's accepted, we'll get back and decide which one will work on the poster, if it's a poster, for example, and then who will be presenting in that conference. Sometimes it's in person, so some of you might go in person. Sometimes it's virtual, so maybe one or two, they will do the virtual presentation, if that makes sense.
Okay, that's yeah. And is it our job to look for the conferences and where to publish the papers, something like that, or this is ready from your side?
So we have successful attempts in the past with certain conferences, but it depends on what's the topic and what's your interest. So if it's different from what we used to do, we can talk about other conferences if you know some, or if we want to search and find something that suit the topic of the research project. Then we will advance with submitting and so forth. For example, if it's a poster or abstract.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Nadir. And just last question. Are there any regular peer reviews, or after, if I'm ready, I ask my colleagues and then we do that?
So we can work together, so the team can work with each other. So let's say two of you will write the draft and then two will review the draft. After you're done, you submit it to me, either myself or someone in the university. They will look at it again, review, and give you feedback. If you accept the feedback, you make the changes, then decide who will submit the final product, and then we'll wait and see if it's accepted. It will be a team approach, and the authors will be,
That makes sense. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Nadir.
welcome. Thank you. So go ahead, Dr. Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum or Ramadan Kareem.
Dr. Nadir, an email to you.
Oh, sorry, Leina. Okay, I'm so sorry.
Lina, I got the email, so I'll share the screen. Go ahead, Dr. Ahmed.
I'm still having a problem sharing the PowerPoint.
No, can you?
So I'm going to need you to share it from your.
Can you see my screen now? Can I share the screen?
We can see the share, yeah.
Yeah, so after Amal asks her question, Lina, you can start. So Amal, go ahead.
Thank you so much, and thank you for the opportunity. And I have, this is my first meeting. So I want to know for how long the fellowship, and regarding the project and the research idea or the research question, if there is like a deadline to provide the research question, or we can do it through the process. Like if I have, if I came up with an idea like within next month or something, it would be still accepted or not. And yeah, thank you so much. This is all.
You're welcome. Welcome to the program. The fellowship is usually 1 year, but it can be extended. So hopefully you will reach the goal of, if you want to apply, let's say you're a medical graduate for residency. If you accept it, that's fine. Then you start your residency or fellowship or other program. If you don't, then you can stay with us longer, and we'll be happy to have you. The idea of the project or any research idea, you can bring it at any time. Then it can be discussed between, if you want to contact me, or team leader can discuss with you. And then we will decide if we want to go ahead, then you build your team. Make sense? We don't have deadlines, but if you want to participate, let's say you want to send to a conference and it's in 1 month, so we will tell you, hey, this might be a good fit for that conference. So we need to work harder or faster to meet the deadline.
Thank you. Got it. Yeah.
You're welcome. So Leina, go ahead, and I'm gonna.
Hello, everyone. Ramadan Kareem. And welcome to all of those who are joining us today. Today, I'm going to speak about benefits of team approach.
Dr. Nadir, the screen is freezing.
Sorry about that. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Now. So our topic today will be about benefits of team approach. Do you mind, Dr. Nadir, going back a few slides? I don't think this is the first slide.
Okay, maybe I'm sharing the wrong one.
No, it's okay. I'll try opening here in a different device.
So, can you see it now? Is it moving?
Yes. Yes,
No?
now it's moving.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, about the history of healthcare team, the concept of teams in healthcare emerged after the Second World War. There were so many casualties, and it exceeded the capacity of the nurses and the physicians to treat them. So there was sharing of responsibility with other professionals that were formerly only been under the physician and the nurse command. This led to a major impact on the quality, cost, organization, and delivery of healthcare. So we have two concepts, a group versus a team. The team is superior over the group in healthcare as it produces specific results for which the team is collectively responsible. A team poses a supra-consciousness of being a team, which is an awareness of needing each other. By definition, a teamwork is close, cooperative effort of several people to use their special skills to meet the needs of the client or the patient better than would possibly be by an individual or independent action. Usually, physicians assume the role of leadership in most healthcare teams. The team members must be able to differentiate between shared and individual roles. So there are roles that we take as a team, but inside the team, we divide those roles into specific for each one of us, depending on our skills, our background, our job. We take roles in performing the overall result of the team. There are several fundamental for team dynamics. Usually, a team must be composed of a small number of people that they have complementary skills and they share a general agreement on why the team exists. Also, they have mutual accountability for the work and the results of the team. All of these must be there for a team to work effectively. One more important element that we must have for the team to succeed is communication. Communication is the constant development of understanding among people. But for a team to work effectively, we need an effective communication, which is a successful transfer of information, a meaning or understanding from one to another. For the team to success, it's not necessarily to have an agreement, but we must share mutual understanding. So this was an introduction to the team approach for patient care. We're going to share a few from a lot of benefits of team approach. The first of which, understanding. The combined skills, knowledge, and perception of the group allows for a great depth of understanding of the issue and increase the range of solution. So approaching an issue or a patient in a team approach allows us to understand the issue we are facing and help us gain knowledge and skills from each other. The second benefit is motivation and commitment. Involving members in the planning and decision-making process increase their commitment and motivation to implement the decision. We can all encourage each other in fulfilling the team goal. Another benefit of team approach is cross-learning. Multidisciplinary team can promote cross-learning. Individual members are exposed to the resources and intervention used by the different disciplines represented by the team. We each share an individual knowledge, background, and skill. While working in a team, it gives us an opportunity to share it. Confidence. There's increased confidence that the decisions reached by the team are sound and have addressed the issue from a number of perspectives. Working in a team allows us to take different to an issue or a problem we're dealing with. And once we reach a definitive or a final result by the team, we gain confidence that this result we reached it after taking different approaches for the problem. Another benefit is strength. A team can tackle a task that is too complex for one person to handle. Relationships and morals. Teams can enhance interpersonal relationships and overall member morals. Efficacy. Ideally, duplication of services is avoided and resources are used effectively and efficiently. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Leina. I do not see Dr. Abuzer or Dr. Ali. So we're gonna proceed to the first topic, which is demography in elder adults. Dr. Yusra and me, we're gonna be the presenters. Dr. Yusra, the stage is yours if you are here.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum. I'll just share my screen real quick. So can everybody see my screen now?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Okay. So our topic for today is demography. And our objectives, we will be able to describe projections for population aging globally and in the United States, the impact of gender and ethnicity on life expectancy and the socioeconomic status of older adults, the employment, education, and income status of older adults, the prevalence of chronic conditions and disability among older adults, and the leading causes of death. Topics covered: global aging trends and demographics, US aging trends and demographics, including population projections, life expectancy, marital status and living arrangements, distribution of older adults, educational attainment, income and labor force participation, poverty, and health-related data. So with the introduction to population aging, it's defined as the change in the age composition toward older ages, 60 and above, as the number of older adults increases relative to the number of younger people. It's a global phenomenon. Substantial variability exists between geographic areas and population groups. And as we can see here, that's the global trends in aging. It's showing the variation between more developed and less developed regions in 2018 and 2050, which shows general increase in the median age, as we will see. The main causes of population aging. First is decrease in fertility and consequent progressive reduction in the proportion of children. Global fertility is projected to drop to about 2.5 per woman between 2015 and 2020. Fertility is still relatively high in less developed regions, but it's projected to fall steadily worldwide. Second, increase in average life expectancy at birth. Between 2015 and 2020, 79 years is more in more developed regions and 70 years in less developed regions. Between 2045 and 2050, 84 years in more developed regions and 76 years in less developed regions. Rising median age. Median age is a useful indicator of population aging. The median age of the world population has been steadily increasing and is projected to continue to increase. In 1950, it's 24 years, 2015, 30 years, 2020, 31 years, 2050, 36 years, and 2100, 42 years. Old age dependency ratio. The number of older persons per 100 persons of working age between 15 and 64 years old in the population who are assumed to be independent and productive. The utility of this metric is controversial because an increasing proportion of older adults work past age 65, especially in less developed regions. Globally, the old age dependency ratio is increasing from 1950 to 2020, projected to rise from 12 to 13 older adults 65 and above per 100 productive workers in more developed regions. By 2050, projected to rise by an additional 16 older adults. Global health care utilization. World Health Organization 2015 estimates adult 70 and above account for 56% of death caused by non-communicable diseases, 20% of death caused by communicable diseases. Among adults 70 and above, non-communicable diseases account for 91% of death in developed regions and 83% of death in developing countries. Reform of social program is a priority for countries with significant population aging to create more sustainable and productive work environments. Now we're going to talk about US aging trends and demography. Population projections. Proportion of 65 and above. In 2017, 15.6%, 2020, 16.9%, and 2030, 20.6%. Number 85 and above, 2017, it's 6.5 million, 2020, 6.7 million, and 2050, 18.6 million, which is 5% of total population. The US Census Bureau projects that in 2044, the aggregate minority population will surpass in number the current majority of white non-Hispanic people. By 2050, minority individuals will account for 40% of population, 65 and above, and 31% of the population, 85 and above. Because women have a longer life expectancy than men, they represent a larger proportion of the older population. In 2017, women were 56% of the population aging 65 and above, and 65% of the population 85 and above. And as we can see here, this graph showing the life expectancy at birth by sex, race, and Hispanic origin in 2015 between males and females. Healthy life expectancy, a statistic created by the World Health Organization Measures years of life expectancy free from morbidity and or injury. Tend to increase slowly but steadily over time. Healthy life expectancy in the United States in 2016 at birth 68.5 years for both sexes, 70.1 years for women, 66.9 years for men. At age of 60, it's going to be 17.9 years for both sexes, 19 years for women, 16.7 years for men. Marital status and living arrangements. Differences between sexes in marital status and living arrangements are produced by disparity in life expectancy. 70% of older men versus 46% of older women are married and living with their spouse. Become more accentuated with aging. So age 65 and above, 11% of men versus 33% of women are widowed. 20% of men versus 34% of women live alone. For age 85 and above, 56% of men versus 17% of women live with their spouse. Regional distribution of the older US population. Half of older adults live in 10 states led by California, Florida, Texas, and New York. 20% of the Florida population is 65 and above. Older adults make up to 18% of the population in rural areas versus 14.5% in urban areas. This is a major issue because access to healthcare is limited in rural areas. Educational attainment. Educational level of older adults in 2017, 86% had completed high school or equivalent, 30% had bachelor degrees or higher, and bachelor degrees by race or ethnicity. Asians account for 37%, white 32%, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islander 22%, American Indian or Alaska Native 21%, two or more races 21%, Black or African American 18%, Hispanic origin of any race 14%. Income. In 2015, 84% of adults 65 and above received Social Security income. For 62% of age beneficiaries, Social Security income accounted for 50% or more of total income. In 2016, the median annual income of householder 65 years and above was about $39,823 US. There was a wide disparity by race and ethnicity. So for white household, it's $41,852. For Asians, $41,372. Hispanic origin of any race, $30,821. And Black or African American is $26,440 US. Labor force participation. In 2017, about 19% of the non-institutionalized adult population, 65 and above, was employed. A larger percentage of men, 23%, than women, 15%, age 65 and above, were working. Older white adults were more likely to be employed than Asian or Black African American older adults. I think I'm done with my part, and now Dr. Sulafa will continue. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yosra.
You're welcome. I'll stop screening.
You can stop sharing. Okay. Yeah,
okay.
Please. Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Poverty. In 2017, an estimated 9% of older Americans, 11% of women, and 8% of men were in poverty. Poverty threshold for a householder more than 65 years old living alone, annual income of 11,511. The proportion according to the race and ethnicity were Black or African Americans 18.8, American Indian or Alaska Native 17.7, Hispanic origin, any race, it's 17.4, Asian is 12, two or more races, it's 11.2, white, 7.1, Native Hawaiian or other Pacific Islanders, it's 6.7. More comprehensive methods of measuring poverty, the supplemental poverty measure. Consider its SPM. Consider income after taxes, medical out-of-pocket expenses, cash benefits, and more. According to SPM, 15% of older Americans were in poverty in 2016. Medical expenses alone put 6% of older population in poverty. Social Security is estimated to keep 35% of older population above the poverty threshold. Health-related data. In 2015, 68% of older adults more than 65 years old had two or more chronic conditions. In 2016, about 35% of older adults have had some sort of disability. In 2016, older adults spent 13% of their total average annual expenditures on healthcare. 2016, 98% of older adults had health insurance. 93% of them Medicare, Medicare supplement or others private insurance were 53%, and no health insurance were 1.2%. Here is the prevalence of chronic conditions. Hypertension is the most prevalent in older adults. It's considered the first, like 58.1 in older adults. Disability rates, the percentage of Medicare population with type of disability in 2016. It's either to be ambulatory, hearing, independent living, cognitive, self-care, or vision. Vision is 6.6, self-care is 8.1, cognitive is 8.9, independent living is 14.6, hearing is 14.6, and ambulatory, the biggest percentage is 22.5. The leading causes of this in older population, disease of heart considered the biggest one, the biggest risk of this or leading cause of the death, followed by malignant neoplasm, then chronic lower respiratory diseases, followed by cerebrovascular diseases, and the last one is Alzheimer. This is the summary. The number of proportion of older adults is increasing globally because of increase in life expectancy and the decline in fertility and mortality. Less developed regions are experiencing greater rates of population aging. Non-communicable or chronic disease are more prevalent in older adults and cause a great financial burden than communicable disease. In the United States, the aging of the baby boomers generation is causing a large increase in the number of older adults. The proportion of older adults of a minority racial and ethnic background is increasing. Older Americans rely greatly on public programs such as Medicare and Social Security and spend more on health care than younger Americans. Here we have questions. The first one is, over the past 2 decades, for which one of the following had the death rate increase among adults more than 65 years old in the United States? Is it cancer, stroke, Alzheimer, or chronic lower respiratory disease? I cannot see the answers, but we can share the correct answer here is Alzheimer's disease. Question number 2, which of the following is true about the life expectancy of 65-year-old Hispanic women in the United States compared with non-Hispanic persons? Is it higher than the white women, or the same as white men, or lower than black men, or it's the same as the black woman? So it should be an interactive question, but so sorry, I cannot see the answers. So I'm gonna jump and share the correct answer here. It is higher than that of white women. The last question is which one of the following is most likely to be characteristic of older adults living in poverty in the United States? Is it a male sex, non-Hispanic white ethnicity, living alone, or age between 65 and 74 years old? So it's living alone. And here's the resources, and that's the end of our topic. And I think it's gonna be the end of our presentation. Now it's time for project updates. If any have any update, please jump in. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sulafa and Dr. Yosra, for the great presentation. And the importance of knowing what's going on, I think, for the medical graduates field is that in the US and globally, the number of older adults are increasing, and they need more task force to help them in the medical field. So if you are interested in pursuing a career in geriatric, for instance, it will be very helpful, as you will help a large section of the population, and it's needed. So you are going to a field that's in shortage. So you will be competitive if you are interested in pursuing this course. This is why we created this program. But if you are interested in other disciplines, that's fine. But we want you to know that you're going to see a lot of also older adults in your field. If you want to go to, let's say, neurology or cardiology, you're going to see a lot of older adults in these disciplines as well. So, thank you.
You're welcome, Dr. Nadia.
So
just
before
waiting
we jump to
updates.
Before we jump to the update, if anyone wants to share the update about your project, you can raise your hand. And I just want to share with you, we have new members. They did not introduce themselves in the last meeting. So if you are here, new person, please just give us your name, the graduate from where you are now, and we will go to the next person. Just brief introduction.
Hi, this is Widdan. I'm Widdan Ahmed Said from California, San Francisco Bay Area. I'm a mother of two, graduated from Juba University, South Sudan. And this is my first time here. And thank you all for the nice presentations.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum, Ramadan Mubarak to all. My name is Lawahiz Abbas. I'm graduated from Juba University in South Sudan as well. I live right now in Denver, Colorado. I'm working in refugee and immigrant mental health and graduate student of public health right now. Yeah, thank you all presenters for the great presentations.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Go ahead.
I'm Sarah Muhammad Kariri. I'm in KSA right now. Graduated from International University of Africa in 2011. I'm a dental public health specialist. Get my MD from Sudan Medical Specialization Board. I'm very glad and very interested to be in this fellowship with you, as I want to learn more about scientific research and how to publish it, inshallah. Thank you, Dr. Nader.
Thank you. You're welcome, and welcome aboard.
Assalamu alaikum. أنا أمل صلاح. Graduated from Khartoum University, في California. I had Master of Public Health from University of Washington, and I did the step 1, and I'm preparing to step 2. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and it's really nice to be with you.
Welcome. Go ahead, Nadir.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Ragda Farouk. I'm living in Arizona, Phoenix. I'm graduated.
2011.
Did you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Yes, go ahead, Ragda, and then followed by Nadir Maruf.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm graduated 2016. I did step 1. I'm preparing for step 2. It's a pleasure to join you. Okay.
Welcome. Go ahead, Nadir.
I'm Nadir Maruf, graduated from University of Khartoum, 2011. And I'm in California, San Francisco. I already done with the step 1, and now 2. You guys hear me? سمعتوني or you guys hear me or my voice so low?
We heard the beginning of what you said.
Yeah, we heard the beginning, but it was just breaking up.
أنا نادر, graduated from University of Khartoum, 11, and stationed and here in the Bay Area, San Francisco.
Welcome, Nadir, and welcome aboard. Thank you for the introduction. Anybody else?
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. Fatima Abdelrahman Hasan Tahir, graduated from Dongola University, 2010. Now I live in Iowa City. Thank you very much, Dr. Nadine, and all the team for this opportunity. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Fatima.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Go ahead.
My name is Safiya Al-Badawi. I live in Falls Church, Virginia. I graduated from Kordofan University. I completed hematopathology MD in Sudan, and I'm interested in scientific medical research. I'm very interested in this fellowship, and I would like to appreciate your efforts and thank you for this opportunity.
You're welcome and welcome aboard. So Lamis, you can go ahead, followed by Reham and Nada.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to thank you, Dr. Nader, for this opportunity. My name is Lamis. I'm Syrian and living in Canada, and I graduated from Ajman University, dentistry. Thank you, everyone, for your efforts, and nice to meet everyone here. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Go ahead.
Alaikum salam.
أنا هيام أحمد, graduated from Khartoum University, currently living in KSA. I'm really glad to join you in this research fellowship and thank you for your efforts.
Thank you and welcome. You can go ahead, Nada, followed by Nahid and then Asrar. Nada, your voice kind of not heard well. If you can just check your mic and try again. So we'll go to Nahid.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Ramadan Mubarak. I am Nahid Yusuf al-Baggari, all graduate 2009. Currently live in Missouri, Colombia. I'm a mother of 3 kids, and right now I'm preparing for the next match, inshallah. Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you and welcome. Go ahead, Asrar, and followed by Leina.
Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. I'm Asrar Abu Bakr, graduated from Bahrain University 2021. Currently, I'm a house officer at Niala Teaching Hospital. I'm so happy for this opportunity and thanks for a good presentation.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. This is Lina Babikar. I graduated from School of Medicine at International University of Africa. I live in Columbia, Missouri, and this is my first time to participate in scientific research after graduation. And thank you so much for giving us this great opportunity. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Welcome.
Can you hear me better now?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, Nada.
Okay. Nice to meet you all, and thank you, Dr. Nader, for this opportunity. My name is Nada Ashraf. I'm Egyptian. I graduated from Ain Shams University in 2018, finished my internship in 2020. I have experience in radiology, diagnostic, and intervention, and now I'm living in Canada, and I'm looking forward to this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard. Thank you. Hiba, you can go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Hiba Al-Abadi. I graduated from Shandi University. I cleared step 1 and step 3 and appreciate your effort and this good opportunity to us. Thank you.
Thank you and welcome. Farah.
Assalamu alaikum. This is Farah Riyad Muhammad. I am currently living in Turkey, and I graduated from National University, Sudan in 2019. I am ECFMG certified, and I'm very happy to be here.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Sarah Nehru. I graduated from Ahfad University for Women. I'm doing my step 1 exam on September. Thank you, Dr. Nader, for this great opportunity.
Thank you. Welcome. Go ahead. Mohammed, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mohammed Faisal, currently living in Ireland, ECFMG certified. I'm very lucky to be here. Thank you, Dr. Nader.
Thank you. Welcome. Go ahead, Al-Sheikh Al-Tayyib.
Okay, hello everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Sheikh Al-Tayyib Azhari Mubarak. I graduated from University of Science and Technology 2018. I'm done with USMLE step 1, step 2. Now I am an internal medicine resident in my home country in Sudan. I would like to thank you for this great opportunity, Dr. Nadir, and for your team also. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and you're welcome to the group.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Hello, this is Renda Mahjoub. I'm graduated from Sudan at the Academy of Medical Science and Technology. Thank you, Dr. Nadir, for this opportunity to join this fellowship.
You're welcome, and very happy to have you. Anyone else? Go ahead, Khulud.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Nadir, Ramadan Kareem. I just came to say hello and I welcome to all the new fellows here in the stage. And good luck for all. And we are senior fellows in the group. My name is Khulud Ahmed, graduated from Jazeera University. And currently I'm living in Virginia. And welcome again for the new fellows.
Thank you so much, Khulud. Anyone else? Myra, go ahead.
Hi, how are you, everybody? My name is Mayra Mesoni. I think I'm the only Latina in the fellows. I'm from Caracas, Venezuela. Graduate 2014 from the University of Central Venezuela. And I have a group of with other fellows, and I give Spanish classes to you guys. We're gonna start again. I will let you know when we start another round of Spanish classes, whoever wants to join. Well, welcome to everybody, and I hope we have a great year of work and publish a lot of papers. So I say hi to everybody.
Thank you so much, Myra. Just to let you know, we started this fellowship with the idea of increasing your skills and hobbies and communication skills. So the language spoken here is English, the second language is Spanish, so it's growing. So we'd like to thank Myra for our help to introduce the clinical or medical Spanish so that people can learn the language and perhaps can use it in the setting of clinical practice during residency and afterward. Thank you so much, Myra.
You're welcome. More than happy to help.
Can I join?
Of course, of course. I'm gonna prepare the class and I will send to the group when it's gonna be, because I stopped for a little bit because of matching and things, but now we are back.
Sure. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Anyone else? I think Fatma, Tahir, go ahead, followed by Dua.
Hi, I already introduced myself, but I want to ask about the Spanish classes. I'm interested for that. Also, I forgot to say in my introduction that I passed step 1. I'm preparing for step 2 CK now. I work at University of Iowa as medical assistant now. University of Iowa Hospital.
Excellent. So the notification for the new class will be shared with you shortly. So in the near future, Myra will let you guys, whoever interested, to join our class. Thank you.
In the app or at the WhatsApp group, please? Where to be shared?
Most likely WhatsApp group, but if I hear, I can add it to the app as well.
Okay, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Go ahead, Rufaida, followed by Rada.
Hello, everyone. My name is Rufaida Mohammed. I graduated from the University of Khartoum Faculty of Medicine 2018. I did my step 1 exam last year. Currently, I'm preparing for my step 2 exam. and hopefully applying for the upcoming March season. Thank you, Dr. Nadir, and all the other senior fellows for giving us such an opportunity to get to learn more about research and publication. And looking forward to get to know all of you all and having a nice research fellowship experience. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, this is Ragda Ahmed. I'm a senior fellow graduated from University of Bahri in 2015, and I will be starting my residency in internal medicine in Arkansas on June, inshallah. And good luck, everyone. This research fellowship is really a good opportunity to ace whatever you want. If you want to get published, if you want to get connection from any kind of way, it's perfect. And good luck for everyone and welcome. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ragda. Asrar, do you have, go ahead, Asrar, if you are there. Anyone else?
Hi everyone, I'm Dara Sir Al-Khatim. I graduated from University of Medical Sciences and Technology in 2016, and I'm currently living in Houston, Texas. And I'm happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you and welcome. Go ahead, Anne, and then Shmali.
Hello, everyone. My name is Anne Ibrahim. I graduated from Khartoum University 2011. I'm currently live in Minnesota. Thank you, Dr. Nadir, for this opportunity. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Go ahead,
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Shamail Ali. I'm graduated from Sinar University 2010. I'm done with step 1 and step 2. I'm also a student at MBH at Texas. Thank you, Dr. Nadir.
Thank you, and you're welcome. Anyone else? So for the next part, Dr. Arif will update us with her project, but before she does, and please let me know. So I'm gonna just share with you another. So for the new fellows, you have the senior fellows, and that they can answer your question in the team. You can approach them, and you can learn many things from them. So otherwise, you can use the app as you see here. So we will have some information listed here. Some of them might be of use to you guys. So for the Zoom meeting, if you can attend, just go to the app and click join the Zoom meeting. And if you are unable for any reason, you can contact your team member, leader, or you can click on unable to attend. If you want to look at the upcoming Zoom meetings, it will be listed here. If you want to watch the recording for the previous Zoom meetings, will be here. Also, we have some videos will be added periodically to the app. You can see all of them, and you can search for certain things. Let's say you want to work on your interview skills, so you can say interview, and it will list some of the Zoom meeting we talk about interviews, or we have some interviews like mock interviews and so forth. Beside that, also we have some other collected videos like tips and how to do. You can let's say you want to know more about Excel, so you can find some tips of using Excel. So these are a good point to start with. We developed like a group of them here. You can just search by residency, again, skills for Excel, for example, or presentation. It will be listed down here. You can watch some of them short videos, some of them may be 10 or 15 minutes videos. So beside that, if you go down at the end, you will have the grand round, and that's shared between Sparrow Hospital and Michigan State University. You will have the schedule listed here. Usually it's Tuesday, every other Tuesday, around noon time, New York City time, Eastern time. Then the Friday neurology Zoom meeting will be at 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning every Friday. You can also welcome to attend. You can share. If you go there, you will have the list of the seniors and new fellows. These are list of things that you can do. You want to become a member of the AMDA or other organizations. You can start volunteering. You can join some of these organizations. Alzheimer Association, they have walk in some of the big cities around in the US, usually in the summer. So maybe you can volunteer with them. So if you want to add something that you know maybe of benefit to others, you can do that. You want to add membership as well. If you want to, let's say, contact your leader, this is a list of the team and team leaders, and this group will be listed. If you want to look at previous abstracts, you can look at some of them, but we listed some of the American Geriatric Society abstract in 2021. So you can look at how they did. And this mostly about education. So we don't have to stick with clinical research projects. We can do some other projects that can be done virtual, and you can collect information and then present it in some of the conferences. You will have a list of your project if you have more than one, for example. This is teaching slides. So today we talked about demography of geriatric population. Most likely you will have a slide, a list of slides. These are teaching slides from the American Geriatric Society, and it will have the list of most common things that we want to address during our presentations here. So if you are interested in, let's say, urinary incontinence, to know more about that, click in this. It will take you to the file. You can download the file, and then when you present, you can present, or if you want to learn more about that, it can be listed there. Here you can find some files that may be of benefit to you. In the past, we shared some of the files that previous fellows presented, for example, and it's not listed here, so it will be under files. Events, we will list any events in the future, like conferences, annual meetings, and so forth. At the bottom here, you will find some of the, these are just the objective of this fellowship. So main list of objective, and usually we divide you into learning phases. So some of you might have an early phase of no experience in doing a certain things, let's say Spanish language. So you want to learn Spanish language. So if you have nothing in the past, then you'll be an early adopter, or it will be an experience for you initially. Then if you have some background of the basics, you will be here. If you are fluent, you'll be late experience. This also can be applied to any part of the skills needed for research. So if you have a master's degree in public health, most likely you have done some work with some of the research. You did analysis using SPSS and some other tools. So you will be late experience or advanced experienced fellow. So what we want from you is you work with each other in collaboration. So the junior who doesn't know anything can reach out to the senior or the expert in the area so that you can benefit from each other. For the junior or the early experience fellow, it will be knowing more things or learning more skills and advancing your step upwards. For the expert in the area, they will be an opportunity for them to teach, so you can list that in your CV or your ERAS application, for example, that you monitored or you taught certain things in this fellowship. So it's gonna be hopefully collaboration between you guys. There are some available resources here you can look at when you have a chance, and we'll have some notification here and there every now and then. If you look at the app, maybe you will find something useful. So these are online courses. In the past, some of the fellows found them useful. So that you can do or you can attend and maybe add it to your CV. So I'm going to stop sharing. And next part is Dr. Rayan Hasan will present her work, her project, and her team. Go ahead, Dr. Rayan, when you have when you're ready.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I think that now that I sent you the presentation, if you're able to share it.
Yes, just give me a second.
Okay. I'll just introduce myself. My name is Dr. Rayan Hasan. I'm a senior. This is my second year in the fellowship. Alhamdulillah, me and my team, we did a research. It's the effects of anesthesiology on postoperative cognitive dysfunction. And our abstract was accepted by the American Academy of Neurology. I'll be going to Boston at the end of April to present the work. So I'm just going to present it to you guys, inshallah, today. And, you know, any feedback, any advice would be appreciated, okay? Can you full screen at the time?
Yes. And then share it. Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Like I said, my name is Rayan Hasan. This is my second year in the Geriatric Research Fellowship. I'll be presenting the effects of anesthesiology on postoperative cognitive dysfunction. Okay. So our aim was to assess the anesthetic implications on geriatric patients during surgery. So what we did is we looked to review the effects that the specific anesthetic agents had and how they'll ultimately affect the patient's cognitive state postoperatively. So the intent of the study was to address the effects of anesthesiology on postoperative cognitive dysfunction and how postoperative cognitive dysfunction affects the overall health and well-being of the geriatric patients. As you guys know, the geriatric patients are their vulnerable group. So what we did is we're looking to address any changes that happen to be able to reduce and eliminate the debilitating effects that it causes later on in their life. Okay, so regarding the background, cognitive dysfunction is one of the most common postoperative complications, and it has a higher occurrence rate among the elderly population. When prior to doing the research, we had to look at the different risk factors that account towards cognitive dysfunction. So those are old age, any pre-existing cerebral, cardiac, or vascular conditions that the patient had, intraoperative complications, the history of substance abuse, as well as the level of education. Okay. So the different postoperative cognitive dysfunction characteristics that we looked at as well were personality changes that occurred, impaired memory, mood alteration, and reduced attention. So the diagnosis was taken post-operatively as well as preoperatively as well as post-operatively. So it was conducted by a baseline cognitive performance test preoperatively, and we compared it with the medical status test post-operatively. So the test that we use, it's the cognitive performance test. It's a standardized performance test. It's based on an assessment that was developed in 1990 by Burns, and it's a research instrument that's used as a measure for the functional cognitive capacity in older adults. This is an example of this is a sample of the cognitive performance test. So what they did is we looked at the different profiles as well as characteristics of the functional cognition. So if you look at number 4, what they assessed was, is there a moderate functional decline? And then from abstract to concrete throughout the process, they want to know, does the person rely on familiar routines and environments and uses what they see for cues as to what to do? So they used, it's called IADL, which is the instrumental activity of daily living. These are different. So this is different than the activities of daily living. So what IADL assessed were the things that you do every day to take care of yourself in your home. And the way they were measured is to see how well the person can be able to live independently on their own. While the activities of daily living, these are the basic self-care tasks like bathing, taking care of yourself, brushing your teeth, etc. So the instrumental activities of daily living, these require more complex planning and thinking. So in a score of 4.0, what they did is that the IADL, they needed to be done by or with others. That's what they found if a person scored that level. While the activities of daily living, they're remembered, but they typically, the quality is declining. So like I said, bathing, brushing your teeth, those basic needs. So the person benefits from structure and simple routines and may benefit from day activity programs. Hazardous activities require supervision or restriction. So the person is not safe to live alone. That was assessment at level 4.0. And then when we compare it to the CPT profile 5.6, is where relevant information can be activated and used purposely to carry out complex activities of instrumental activities of daily living independently. And they may have other cognitive behavioral concerns. So there's a full manual that the physician would assess to be able to identify where their profile stands at. Okay. And then with the methodology, we use the preferred reporting items for systemic reviews and meta-analysis. It's called PRISMA. So it's a guideline for systemic reviews. This was, for us, it was conducted on the anesthesiological effects of postoperative cognitive dysfunction in the elderly population. When we searched on PubMed, we did an advanced search. So advanced search was performed with the keywords elderly, anesthesia, and postoperative cognitive dysfunction. And 4 reviewers extracted the data independently, and the risk of bias assessment was completed. So this is our PRISMA chart. So the identification of students for the database. So when we first identified with our PubMed search, we found 428 articles. From there, we found 20 of them were either duplicate and we needed to remove them. So we screened the 408 articles and we had to exclude 376. So the screening process is in 2 parts, right? So you're going to screen first and then you're going to exclude what is not necessary. Then you're going to do, again, just like PubMed when we did that advanced search, we reported and we assessed that 32 of the articles met the eligibility, but what happened is they were either not relevant to the specific research question that we were trying to identify. They didn't equate with our aim or our objectives. So from then we had to remove 13. And the studies that were included within our review were 19. Okay, so again, of the 32 studies that were qualified, 19 of them met the inclusion criteria, and those were the ones that were finalized for review. So out of these studies, They were sampled from the similar demographic population regarding the age, sex, cognitive function, and any comorbidities that we had. So within the finalized studies, we found that 94% of our studies had a positive correlation between anesthesia and postoperative cognitive dysfunction. And this was seen as early as 6 hours, 7 days, and up to a year of post-anesthesia, as well as some studies suggested the presence of different etiologies that were unmasked by anesthesia that we had mentioned before, those specific risk factors. Okay. So this is comparing the general anesthesia with combined anesthesia, so general plus epidural anesthesia. We wanted to also assess, is there a difference between the different anesthetics or different anesthetics? Did each one have a different effect on postoperative cognitive dysfunction? So when we compared the two, we found that there was no significant difference between the two groups. So both anesthetics, regardless of whether it was general or combined, they both relatively had the same effect on cognition postoperatively. So this is one of the charts that I wanted to show you guys. This was a study. This study showed a very strong correlation factor. What they assessed here was the S100B. This is a neurobiochemical marker that is associated with neurodegenerative diseases. So like Alzheimer's, dementia, and other neurological diseases. And they found that the S100B protein that was found in the serum of postoperative cognitive dysfunction, it had increased in patients that had presented with POCD. So it indicated the severity of the disease. Okay. And then to conclude our study, so despite the variation of the type and route of administration of the anesthetic, evidence from the analyzed studies highlights the increase in the incidence of postoperative cognitive dysfunction in the elderly who underwent anesthesia. So factors that contributed to the rise in development of POCD were older age, pre-existing conditions, substance use, low literacy levels, and coexistence of intra and postoperative complications. Furthermore, the geriatric population has a higher probability of requiring surgical treatment and developing cognitive dysfunction. Hence, the need for more studies on this topic to better understand, prevent, and manage the effects. The other thing that we're also hopefully going to be looking at is other preoperative functions. So with one of the studies that we assessed, we found that there were different intramuscular injections that the patient can be given prior to operation that will eventually decrease or even prevent postoperative cognitive dysfunction. So hopefully we'll be able to look at that coming up within the next systemic review that we conduct. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.
Great, yay.
Thank you so much, Myra, and thank you so much, Rayan, for the great presentation. This is nice work, awesome. So this is one of the samples of the project that is done during the past few months with the team. And this will be presented at the American Neurological Association meeting in Boston in the coming 2-3 weeks. So Rayan will be going there in person, and hopefully we'll have a good judgment as well as the poster and so forth. So good luck.
Thank you. I honestly, I couldn't have done it without your guidance as well as my amazing team that helped me throughout this.
All of you did a great job. So thanks for sharing this, and thanks for the great presentation.
Of course, if there's any feedback or questions, by all means, even from Dr. Nader, if there's anything that I should change or elaborate on, please let me know.
Sounds good. So I'll ask the fellows to raise their hands if they have any comments or feedback. So let me know, you're gonna present it as a talk, oral presentation, or as a poster? You can display or print out.
It's not going to be a poster presentation. So what it is, I'm going to be presenting on a screen, and it's going to be a PowerPoint. So I have different blocks, so I'm going to be presenting it. They're going to give us like the multimedia, and with the AAN, they want it to be interactive. That's why we added the different graphs, but I'm also encouraged to add like a video or different images as well. So it's going to be a PowerPoint presentation for them. I've already uploaded it onto the website, but I do have the ability to make any changes up to the day of presentation. So any feedback again is greatly appreciated.
Sure. No, I think you presented in a very nice, organized way, and pieces like small, people can understand right away. I think all in all, it's great. The only thing I noticed, one of the graph doesn't have the y-axis and the x-axis. If you put the title of the label and the title of the graph itself, so when we follow you, even if you don't talk much, I can just read and get the idea. When you tell us more, then I have the idea of what you are saying instead of figuring out what these lines are and then waiting for you to
Absolutely. Thank you, Dr.
Thanks. Nada, do you have a question or comment? I think you are raising your hand. Yeah, all right. Any other comments or addition to Dr. Rayan? Anna, go ahead.
So for us as junior fellows, I just wanted to understand how the process is going to be. So first of all, we have to now build our skills, right? And we have to think about a research question. And then we would present it or say this question to our team leader. That's how it's going to go, right?
So this is the easier way. And the other way, in the past, what happened is if you have an idea, you can share it with me, then we can discuss and we will say, yeah, go ahead, or notify. Maybe you will focus on this. And then people will take that to the other fellows and see who's interested in the topic. And then we will create a team and then it's kind of be going from there. For this group, it's kind of large group. So what I suggest is you talk to your seniors or the team leader and see what you come up with the best way to conduct the research. If they agree or you agree with them on let's do this, then you can inform me as far as this is a project, and then you will collect other or share it with others so that they can join if they want to. And if you have the team assembled, then you can start right away and you'll take it from there, if that makes sense.
What we did last year, Dr. Nader, as well, sorry to jump in. So
yeah, go ahead.
We also, like within the big group, we also were able to make smaller groups. So depending on what people are applying for. So if you're interested in neurology, if you're interested in pediatrics, internal medicine, we did like subgroups. So that way you were able to like specify your research depending on the route that you were deciding to go for your specialty. So for example, with neurology, you know, if you're interested in neurology, you would make a group and then you would specify your research question or like find a topic related to that so that it can also like boost your CV in the sense of the specialty that you're applying for. So if anyone wants to like form a subgroup, I think you can just initiate it on the major group and then people can join accordingly.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
That's actually like my next question. It was according to the discipline that we would want to apply to. So is there any limitations regarding that it's remote? For example, for me, it's radiology, diagnostic radiology. So it would need like an MRI and stuff like that. Would that be a limitation for it being a remote fellowship or how should I approach it? I just wanted to make sure about this one.
Sorry, I didn't catch the whole question. So can you repeat it? Just slow down. Thanks.
Yes, it was according as Dr. Rayan said that everyone would have an interest in a certain specialty according to what they are applying to. So for example, for me, it's going to be diagnostic radiology and neurology based. So diagnostic radiology might need MRI and stuff like that. Would that be a limitation regarding it being a remote fellowship?
Can you go ahead, Rayan, if you have a
Yeah. Pretty much to answer your question, there's no limitations. So like I did a research with another team, and we did it in pediatrics. So we had like a pancreatitis within the pediatric population. So no, there's no limitations. But because it is a geriatric research fellowship, on your interview, when you do apply, they may ask you, why are you doing a geriatric research fellowship, but yeah, you're doing research on pediatrics. So you might get that question. I'm sure you'll be able to explain it, but to answer your question, there's no limitations, and you have the ability to research any topic with Dr. Nader's guidance.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan and Dr. Nader. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, Dr. Nader.
Yes, thank you. I just asked all my questions. I will just.
Oh, sorry. I thought this is a different one.
No problem.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dr. Rayan, for the explanation and answering. Anyone else, any feedback to Dr. Rayan as far as the presentation, the poster? Maya, go ahead.
Dr. Ryan, are we gonna be able to see your presentation like online to connect with you at that time? Because we would like to be there and support you, at least as observers, while you present, at least online. Is there any link or thing that we can connect?
Yeah, so Dr. Mayra is actually part of my team. Thank you so much. So during the presentations, they're not going to open it, but I believe that after I present, there's going to be a link for everyone to access the presentation. So as soon as that link becomes available to me, I'll be more than happy to share with everybody.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you. Sometimes they let you, after you present, give you the option of making some comments. So I encourage all the fellows to look at the link and see if they can add some comments, if that's a feature there. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nader.
Thank you and good luck. You did great work.
Appreciate
your
it.
team as well. Yeah. Any other updates from the other teams or any questions? So I'd like to also, I think Dr. Talal, Susan or Reham and Sirin are not here, but all of them worked on a project about Alzheimer's disease and case presentation. So that was submitted as a poster to the Alzheimer's Association that will be in the annual meeting. So it's been accepted and it's going to be presented virtually. So it's going to be in July this year. So congratulations to the team who is working on this project.
Dr. Nader, I have a question if I can.
Yes, please go ahead.
So regarding poster presentation, is there something we can do like virtually? I mean, not in person, like, and how do we do the poster presentation if we want to do something like that?
So to answer a question, actually, the product that I just mentioned, it's going to be virtual. So what happens is the conference, they have the option is to either say we want all people to come in person, and this is what happened like in one of the conference, and so one of the fellow went there and presented the poster, like the actually printed out poster, hang it up and then stand by the poster. Or some other conferences like the Alzheimer's Association meeting, they have the combined either in person or virtual. So we opted or we choose to present virtually. So they're gonna send us instruction as far as how we can do that. Most of the time, they will ask us to record 3 to 5 minutes video. It's gonna be same like Rayan presented. It's either one slide with the poster, the whole thing,
Mhm.
or a couple of slides, the same way she presented, and you record that as a video, MP4 file, and then you upload it to the website. So they will just be on the virtual platform for other members or participants during the conference to look at it and make some comments, and for the judge to look at it and make some judgment. Some of them will let you put some comments as well. So the presenter or the people who work, they will have feedback. Go ahead.
So like us who recently joined the fellowship, like who can like help us to do, if someone is interested in doing a poster presentation, like whom should we approach, and under whose guidance we can do, like choose a topic or do some poster presentation? Like how should we
Sounds
proceed?
good. So,
Who can like guide
so,
us?
Yeah. So during this fellowship, so we will work on how to develop the whole process from start. So you will come with the idea of, for example, Neda, she was just talking about an idea. I want to study radiology in MS with smoking.
Right.
So she will form the team. They will work on collecting the data, and when they are final, they submit their abstract. If accepted, then it will be the work of that team as far as building the, let's say, the PowerPoint or the Google slide. So in this fellowship, one of the topics, like this meeting, one of the topics in the coming meetings will be about how you develop using PowerPoint or Google slide, a slide for a poster, how to put things, how to add images, and so it's going to be like a tutorial. If you want, you are interested, as I just displayed in the app, there is a previous demonstration or previous recorded Zoom meeting or videos in the app about poster presentation. So if you search for it, you will find some of them. If you have time, you can look at this. So you will have the idea about using PowerPoint or slide to put out the slide, the whole thing. Does it make sense?
Yeah, so do we like approach our team leaders regarding this in the WhatsApp group and discuss with them like how to, do a poster presentation if one is interested to do so?
Oh, sure, yes. You can ask them, yes.
Okay. That was what like I wanted to know, like do we like, who is going to guide us and take to the process and all that. So I think we should just approach our team leaders and ask them.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just want to remind everyone that this fellowship, depending on what's the level for you. So you can approach, as you mentioned, to approach the senior about any question or topic or what you can learn from them. But also it's an opportunity for you to do a self-learning. It's not like lectures only based, but also the app itself, it has some, as mentioned, some videos. So whenever you have time, you can look at these videos and you can learn by yourself. You can practice. You can get some of the previous text of the abstract that accepted and then work on it by yourself just to practice of doing a poster. And then you can share this with your senior and see if there is any feedback. If you want, you can present it during our meetings and then we will give you feedback, something like that. If you are working on a project, actual one, and that has been accepted, then you can present the same way Rayan presented to the group, and then we will give her feedback, or we'll give you feedback same way.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Nader. I have a question, please. It's a technical question. It's not related to what you said. So I was waiting for the team leader to contact me, to add me to the WhatsApp group. Until now, I haven't heard anything back from anyone. So I wonder if I did something wrong, or it's from my side, or it's just I have to wait.
Sorry for this technical thing, but can you tell us what's your name? It shows us.
Anna Wijdan.
Okay.
Sorry, so it's okay.
No. Yeah, it's a big group, so
I know. No worries.
So yeah, so Dr. I will contact the team leader. They will be in touch with you. In the app itself, you will have the teams displayed and then the team leader there. So she's good as far as getting back. So maybe she's busy, but I will let her know.
So should I contact them directly, or should I wait for them, or? Because I'm wondering if I'm missing any point or any steps I would need to do it right or something.
No, they will contact you shortly, or I will send you an email with. They will add you to the WhatsApp group, and then you will take it from there.
All right.
Or if there is anyone in the white team present now, they can share the link with them so that they can add her. So it shouldn't be just only the team.
All right.
Dr. Wijdan, are you in the major WhatsApp group for the fellowship?
No, not any group.
I think you should join there, because most of the team leaders shared the link for the new groups there, so you can join from there.
Because I don't have even the link for the major group, so that's why I'm asking that. Did I miss anything or something? I don't know.
Yeah, most of the group leaders shared the link there.
So
Dr. Ari sent you the link.
Okay.
All right. You
Hi.
can join.
Hi, everyone.
Sure. Hi.
Dr. Adi, I have a question.
Can you hold on, Loka? Can Dr. Asjad go ahead and then followed by you?
Hi, Dr. Nader. I am a leader of the white team. I sent the link in the major group, a link for the group of WhatsApp. But if the doctor send me her name, I will join her, inshallah.
Okay, so should I come?
Just in the chat right now, send to Dr. Asjad.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry for interruption, Dr. Nader and everyone.
Yes, go ahead.
I sent the link for the major group, Telegeriatric, in the chat now. Everyone of the new fellow can join now. And welcome to the Telegeriatric Fellowship. Thank you, Dr. Nader, for your guidance and support.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Sorry for interruption.
No, thank you. Thanks for your help. So I think there is another fellow who wants to ask a question. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm Niluka.
Yes, Niluka. Yes.
I'm interested in doing geriatric, and I would like to do some research regarding dementia, effect of dementia to survival of the life and comorbid disease, and the other thing is the quality of life. Yeah, and the thing is, should I inform my leader, group leader, or can I join some few of the group people and do it?
Yeah, so if, as Dr. Rayan mentioned, if you in the big group WhatsApp, there is a small group or the neurology, for example. If you are interested in joining them, then within this group you can discuss about your topic, see any feedback as far as the research question, is it valid, can be modified, and take it from there. So they will guide you.
Yes.
And if you have questions, let me know.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Nadia. Thank you.
You're welcome. Excellent. Any other questions?
Yes, Dr. Nader. I have one question.
Yes.
Before I joined the geriatric fellowship, I had a research question, and since there's no limitations that like we can do whatever we want, I want your opinion about my topic. So, what mean of communication do you like? Do you want me to send it to you on WhatsApp or email? Or what?
Email is. I prefer email. So I will look at it and then we can discuss.
Thank you.
Go ahead. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead, Dr. Rayan and followed by Ala.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention as well. When you guys are thinking about a research question, one thing I would suggest to do ahead of time is also research different conferences, different like presentations, anything that's coming up, because every conference and every curious if you want to submit it to that, they have different I'm like blanking up. They have different not recommendations, sorry, Dr. but mute and come back because I can't get my thoughts right.
Dr. Nader, I think you're muted.
So I can just follow with Rayan thought maybe if I'm right. So if you have an idea, research project or research question, let's say Dr. Mulika was just mentioning about dementia, survival, and let's say smoking, for example. So she will put this into a question, and we want you to, number one, search if this is done, so you don't want to repeat. Number two, see if you have a conference that meet something like that. So it will be either, let's say, neurology or dementia related, let's say, Alzheimer's Association meeting. So if you have some idea about what conference you're gonna target, then you will look at these websites and see what they request or the instructions or the area they cover or they are interested in. If your question matches them, then at least you will have one or more targeted for your project, the end product of your project, when you work for that conference. At the same time, you will have an idea of the deadline for submitting to that conference. So you will have a time period where you will get your other fellows in the team, you will divide the task, work on hard, and submit before the deadline, if that makes sense.
Yeah, sorry, thank you, Dr. Nader. That's what I meant, guys. I just had like a different conferences have different requirements. So what I noticed is we started off writing our abstract, and then when it came time to submission, I had to go back and meet the requirements of that specific conference, which makes it difficult because there's word count. You need to make sure, like even with the methodology, are you meeting like the PRISMA guidelines for systemic review? So make sure that you guys research that. So when you're actually writing your abstract, you're writing it to meet the requirements of that specific conference as opposed to going backwards. Jazakallah khair. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rayan. Dr. Ala.
Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, and thank you for the great presentations. I just wanted to ask if a WhatsApp group was created for the Purple team.
So someone from the purple team or the green team, they can reach out to the questions in the chat, and they can share the link for the WhatsApp, or as well as a mirror group WhatsApp or other groups with the big. So thanks, Dr. Ala.
Thank you.
Dr. Rayan, you have comment or? Okay. Fatma was asking about the pink team as well, so someone can answer that. Any other comments, any other questions?
Hi again, Dr. Nader. I think a good idea everyone to join the major group, the Telegeriatric group, and after that the team leader, they're going to share the subgroup in that group. Okay, thank you.
I do agree. So for the new fellows, if you can just follow the same, join the big group, and then you can contact your team leaders from that role. I think it's easier. Thank you, Dr. Arij.
Dr. Nader, you are muted.
Sorry about that. So I was just sharing with you the next team meeting will be arranged by the Blue team. So I'm gonna update the task or the agenda for next week, and the team leader will divide the task between the fellows in that team. Any other comments or any other questions? Dr. Amal, raise your hand. Go ahead.
Yes, how to know my group, like white, pink, yellow, green? I don't know. Yeah, I tried to look at the app to find the name under each team leader. I couldn't find myself there. So.
Okay. You will be with the white team, Dr. Asjad, and we will contact you. So if you join the big
I did.
WhatsApp group, and then
Yes.
look for Dr. Asjad, and then she will add you to the white team. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
And Dr. Nader, also for everyone in the group, in the website of Telegeriatric, there is a team under the main screen. There is a team. You can click on it and you can find your name under which group for the new fellow.
Excuse me, can you explain that again, please?
Yes, in the website, the Telegeriatric website, you can find in the main. Yes, Dr. Nader, he shared that. Yep, the main, you can find under the team, you can find your group. Like here, the green one, the brown one, yes.
Right. Okay, sure.
And
Thank
also
you.
you can find from here the team leader for each group also under this. Yep. The team, I think down the tornado, the team leader for each group. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Nader.
All right. Thank
You're
you so much.
Go ahead, Joeria.
Hello, Dr. Nader. It's Joeria Abubakr from the great team. I hope you're doing well. My team leader is Dr. Abdelrahman. We already made the WhatsApp group, but we don't know how to contact Dr. Abdelrahman. So if there is any way to contact our leaders, or we should be waiting.
Let me find out, and we'll get back to you guys.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Dr. Nader.
I said I'll find out, and then I'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
So in the coming weeks, it's going to be like a transitional period where some of the senior fellows already have been accepted to some programs, residency or fellowship, and some of them may want to decide to do further opportunities, for example, doing other fellowships. So there may be changes in the leadership, but I want the seniors to hold these roles in the coming weeks, at least a few months, until the new fellows will know how to handle the role of the team leader and then assume that role. So I'm gonna get back to you. Thank you. Wissam, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Nader. Thank you for everything. I just want to say that I received the email with all the instructions and everything, but still, till now, I didn't find myself in any team. So if there is anything missing or anything I have to do.
No, it's just technical issue. I'll fix it and you will be all set to go.
Okay, thank you so much.
No problem. In the meantime, you can join the WhatsApp group, the big one, and then we'll take it from there. Yours will be the white team.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Any other comments, questions, or any suggestions? Go ahead, Dr. Sulafa.
No, I'm just waiting for them. If anyone have question or addition, comments. I do not see any in the chat or anyone raising hand. So I think I think this is the end of our meeting for today's. Thank you so much for joining, and see you all next week at 2 p.m. Eastern time, and have a good one. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Sulafa, for moderating this Zoom meeting, and thank you everyone for attending, and thank you so much for the presenters. Really appreciate your effort, your time, and have a wonderful day. So I'll stick around for any other questions or comments, but we are officially done for the meeting. So
thank you, Dr. Nader.
Arij, you're welcome. Arij and Mustafa, if you have questions, go ahead.
I just want to say thank you, y'all. Thank you for the present. It was a really nice presentation.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and have a good night or good day, wherever you are.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll see you.
Thank you so much.
Assalamu
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Night. Good night, Dr. Nader. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nader.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nader.
Thank you, and happy iftar for all.
Thank you, Dr. Nader, and have a good day.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nader.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.